All right, these just came off the laser. This one and this one. Pretty straightforward. Now this one I did it with a razor blade, just to show you. Yes, it's a little messy, but the frames that we're going to put over here, 3D printed frames, will cover all this stuff, the nastiness. And then we have the little LED buttons, these guys, and they'll cover up all that in there too. Once you put that in there, it'll cover up all that ugly stuff. Just to give you an idea, like that. But it shows you can do it with an X-Acto knife or razor blade, so you can cut these. And I'm going to leave a link for the description for our local UPS store here, so you could actually send them a design and they'll cut it for you and ship it to you. So it'll be a lot better than this, I'm sure. But the laser obviously always rules because it's perfect, as you can see. Okay, let's get to resin. We took our panels, we just put some blocks here, some tape, lift them off the air. We got epoxy part A, resin part B. We'll mix them all up and just pour everything on it, get all the edges done, and let it dry. So let's get resin in. Look how shiny that is, huh? As you can see that. Okay, we got everything resin down. Taking the little blowtorch guy, getting all the little air bubbles out. Looks really shiny. Now, even if I didn't get the air bubbles out, there is, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there are little bubbles, but it almost looks like metallic metal. So I'm just gonna go back and forth, get as many bubbles, as big bubbles as we can. The little ones don't bother me, but it looks metallic. I kind of like it. Let me go over here, see a couple big ones. The resin is so cool too. Get all these bad boys out of here. Bye-bye bubbles. Man, they almost look like trophy plaques when you get awards for baseball or soccer. So that's what they're starting to look at. So this is our test one. This is the one we did by hand. And these are the laser ones. So just get all these bubbles out and let it dry for 24 hours, and we'll come back and we'll see how they look. And we'll put some, we're going to use these guys, little Arduino matrices. I call them little R2-D2s in there. And then we'll have 2 in each, and then we'll put 2 buttons in there. And then we have nice durable panels. We just got these all back now. Now, there's a couple different ones I want to show you guys. Now this is here. This is resin, and these are spray on clear coat or shellac right here. I wanted to see the difference too. All right, let's start out with the shellac ones. As you can see, they're nice and shiny too, and stuff like that, but they left a lot of bubbles. And what I think is, because it's corrugated plastic over here, let me see if you can see that. Corrugated plastic, no, this is spray on clear coat. I wanted to try this too. It goes into the grooves and it leaves like little air bubbles. I noticed that. So these two are basically the same with spray on shellac. I'll leave it there for you guys to see it. It still looks shiny and everything, but it looks kind of messed up. I put those away over here. Now these are the good ones. These are resin now. Now the resin ones, beautiful shine to it. Again, I don't think I used enough resin on these because there's some little dips and everything. And if you see here, I don't know if you can see, I didn't put enough. It didn't level out on one of these tips over here. But anyway, these are resin. This one was another problem with this one, with resin, is because of the corrugated plastic. You can see here what it looks like. Because of the corrugated plastic, like I said, I needed a lot more resin to pour on here. But anyway, this is the best one out of all of them. It shows that it does work, and it has resin, but there's a couple little bubbles, and actually they're not even bubbles. I just didn't pour enough resin on them. So that's what I've learned on here. If I was going to do this again too, I would make sure I use a thicker sticker. Like this is like, so if you saw in the beginning, I showed you it was it's like a big, huge sticker sheet, and they put it on, the UPS store puts it on the corrugated plastic. But anyway, what I like too, the resin comes out gorgeous. And look, if I leave fingerprints, I can take that, I can just wipe them right off, which is really nice for something glossy too. I thought that was really a good characteristic of the resin pour. Anyway, I put these little matrix covers in there. We're going to wire this up. You'll see how it looks like that. One there, one there. We'll put two little buttons on here, one here, like that. And that will show you that. So this will be the final panel. We're going to use this one again. This is resin, and then these guys here are spray shellac. I wouldn't recommend this, but I'm telling you another thing too is it has to do a lot with the thickness of the paper or the sticker paper that they put on for this. Like, because the corrugated plastic has grooves, as you can see in here. Let me get this one over here. You can see the grooves in there. I'm just looking at my watch because I have the camera on there too. And it's little dips. So I think the resin didn't get into all of them. Like I said, I need to put a lot more on there. But anyway, long story short, we put that on there, and we're going to dress this panel up. And at least we know we can do something like this in the future. So I'm going to experiment with thicker sticker paper or thicker design, or I might just get a thick glossy paper and glue it myself to the board and see what happens too. So just another way of doing perfect pinstriping, anything for Star Wars or any kind of prop that you want to use. But okay, let's put some electronics in and see the final product. All right, we got everything in here. I just taped it temporarily for now, just to show you guys. We got the two buttons. We got two of the 8x8 Arduino matrix, R2-D2s I call them. And what I did is, instead of wiring two separately, I just shared the wires. For example, the power and the ground, I just spliced them and put them into one. And then the other three pins, the clock, the data in, I just split them and put them into one to the Arduino. So they're both sharing stuff, but I want to show you something in a second. So that's that. And then here's the final panel. That's what it looks like. Okay. And then you have the random buttons. You have the 8x8s going totally different directions. And what I did is I rotated. If I put these back the exact same way, since the way I have it wired, they would actually be doing the same random pattern in both of them. But I just rotated one of them so you can see that they're totally different. They look like they're totally different random patterns, but they're exactly the same thing. So, which is pretty cool. Anyway, so this is a good test of see how you can make a panel from a printed image. And I'm going to investigate more ways to figure out a better idea. I like the corrugated sign because it's easy and the UPS store can print it out easily for you. But I've done other things in the past where I use photo paper, and I think I'm going to use that in the next video. Use photo paper and resin that and see how that comes out. And maybe instead of this cardboard, corrugated plastic, maybe we'll choose like some masonite or something like that. We'll do something different. But this is so nice and easy and flexible too. And it's nice and light, which is really good. But hope you learned something. Have any questions? You'd like to see any other projects? Let me know. Put them in the comments below. And again, thanks for watching.